Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create pictures with Stable Diffusion 3, and we're gonna do it on ComfyUI. ComfyUI is a powerful tool that can help us run Stable Diffusion model. We can also modify the structure of our model and change the workflow so that we can create more fancy pictures. You just need a good NVIDIA GPU card on your computer so that you can run Stable Diffusion on your local computer, so that you have more control over your content without any censorship. With Stable Diffusion 3, you can create your own avatar, you can create your own logo, you can almost create anything on your own local computer. So in today's demonstration, we need two parts. We need to first install ComfyUI, and then we're going to load Stable Diffusion 3. First, let's go to ComfyUI's GitHub, and let's go to Release, click in, and scroll down. As you can see under Assets, we can have the package to download. Download the first one. It's a zipped package. After you download, unzip the package and put it anywhere that you want to run this program. The second thing that we need to do is to download Stable Diffusion 3 model. Once we get into the Hugging Face page, as you can see, we have 4 safe tensors that we can download. You can choose any one of them. Choose depending on your GPU card. If you have a good GPU card such as 4090 or 4080, you can go with the third one, FP16. If you have a less powerful GPU, you can go with FP8 or some other options. The smaller the size, the less demanding it is. So because my GPU is 4090, I'm going to download the FP16, the largest one. The larger the model, theoretically, the more details it can provide, but it also demands more computing power, and also it takes more time to compute. So if you have less powerful graphical card, then probably you want to go with a smaller size so that you can generate more pictures in shorter time, so that you can choose among them. Now that ComfyUI has been downloaded, drag it to where you want to run the program, unzip, and wait for it to complete. It's a large file, so it's probably going to take a long time for you to wait, maybe around like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on your setup. Now that the file has been unzipped, clicking through the folder, we can see that there are 2 options. You can either run it on CPU or you can run it on GPU. Because CPU is highly inefficient in running AI programs, so do not go with the first one. If you have an NVIDIA graphical card, always go with the second one. Now let's take a look at the structure of the folder. Inside the folder, we can put our downloaded Stable Diffusion 3 model into the models folder. Under the models, you can see the first option is checkpoints. So this is where we're going to copy and paste our downloaded Stable Diffusion 3 models. In the future, I'm also going to show you how to use other models, and we're going to get more familiar with this folder. Now that the model has been moved into our folder, we can run our program. So double click the Run NVIDIA GPU. A command prompt is going to pop up. Wait for it to load. And after a second, a web page is going to be opened. And as you can see, we have the ComfyUI available. By default, you are going to see something that looks like this. This is the default setup of a ComfyUI. It connects all the necessary components for you. In the future, we're going to tweak around the connection between each component to achieve some more fancy results. If you want to change the line of the connection, you can either change it to a spine mode or you can change it straight mode. If it's a spine mode, the connection line is more smooth, and it's just depending on your preference. For me, I prefer straight, so I'm going to go with the first one. Because we have already put Stable Diffusion 3 under the checkpoint folder, once we run the program, the mode will be loaded onto the program automatically. As you can see in our workflow, we have two prompt boxes. The first one is positive prompt. The second one is the negative prompt. For positive prompt, we want to show anything that we want to put inside our picture. We want to be more descriptive, as much descriptive as we can. The second one is the negative prompt. In this box, we're going to indicate what we don't want to show up in our picture. For example, any text, any watermark, or we can put something like low resolution. Anything that you don't want to show up, you put it in the negative prompt. Let's put some more description in our positive prompt. I'm going to put a dog inside the bottle. And let's see what we get. Click Q prompt, and there are going to be some updates on the command prompt on Windows. And when the first time it runs the model, it needs to actually load it. It takes a while, so just be patient. Now the loading has completed. You can see that there's a progress bar showing up. And eventually a picture will be generated over here. If you want to locate where exactly this file is, go to the folder, and there's an output folder under ComfyUI. Your picture is under the output folder. By default, the picture is 512 by 512. You can change the pixel as well. In this example, I'm going to change it to 1024 by 768. You can change it whatever size you want. Usually, you can start with the lower resolution and then later on upscale it to a higher resolution, because the larger the picture is, the more memory it needs, and also the more time it takes to generate the picture. In the future, I'm going to show you how to upscale a picture from a low resolution to a higher resolution. Now that you have seen how to install ComfyUI and load Stable Diffusion model, the next thing to do is to install the Comfy Manager. Comfy Manager is a plugin that we can use to help us install other plugins that we're going to use in future projects. Same drill, go to their GitHub website, download the zip, and unzip it. This time we're going to put the unzip folder under custom nodes. So drag and drop the folder under here, and then restart the ComfyUI. So close the command line prompt and then restart the program. After we restart, a new module has shown up. If you click Manager, you can see that we have something like a marketplace to download. So we have all kinds of modules that's available. You can just install it from this place so that we don't have to actually go to their GitHub and drag and drop the plugins anymore. In the future, we're going to take more about this. That's all for today's demonstration. Thank you, everyone. Please consider like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.